Hello and welcome to Indian Masterminds. I'm Muskan Kandilwal and today I am with IFS officer KM Abharna. She is presently posted as faculty at Central Academy of State Forest Service, Dehradun. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining Indian Masterminds today.
It's my pleasure to be here.
So, when you joined in 2013, women were still relatively rare in the Indian Forest Service. So, what challenges did you face stepping into the male dominated service and how did you overcome them?
Okay. To be very honestly tell that I did not face any issues during my probationary period because we were 28 lady officers, so we were almost a majority type. But when I landed in Assam, then I started feeling because my challenge started from there. When I went for the first poaching case to arrest the accused, there I felt the life is not so easy as I thought. So there were 200 300 people around, and it was a very daring night for me to arrest those poachers, and finally we did it. And since then, and after that, I have joined Kasiranga, and I hear the comments saying कि हमसे ही नहीं हो पाया, आप क्या करने वाले हो. But to be very honestly speaking, after 3 4 months of my journey, the same person who worked as a ranger there, who gave that command, he again met me and he said, "Ma'am, you did it." And after that, I moved to Maharashtra. There also, they could not accept me as a boss because I was the first DCF, lady DCF over there, and somehow it took me some 3 4 months. It's not about proving; it's all about how you make them to work. It's all about that. I faced issues, but fortunately, my senior officers were with me. Whenever I faced some issues, and they were with me, and it took some time, but of course, I was forced to prove myself that yes, I am also competent as like you, a man. So my journey was not easy, but of course, it was not that hard also.
Right. Okay. So the Tigress Avni case brought you into the national spotlight. Right. So how did you handle the intense pressure from both communities and authorities? And what were your biggest lessons, learnings from your experience?
Okay. So yes, as you rightly said, it was a very tough time that we faced. When I landed, there were almost already 6 7 human kills happened. So communities were not so happy, and they passed the resolution since it was a PESA area and they have the Gram Sabhas have that power. They passed the resolutions that the department should not enter. Then I was completely clueless because everywhere, wherever you want to enter the forest, then you have to enter through the villages. And I cannot sit idle saying कि लोगों ने हमको ना बोल दिया. But then we came up with an idea that I picked up the lady forest guards who were there in the office and I put them as an extension team. But it was not like a forest team. I introduced them as a representatives of local MLAs and representatives of collector. So they just went, literally, they just went and they sat with the ladies and they started talking. And it was like a chit chatting with the ladies. And that was the very first time even the department reached the lady population who are actually entering the forest for various things. So that way we started getting the things, and that way they started gaining the confidence. But till that 3 months they were not knowing that they are from the forest departments. And of course they got to know that they are from the forest department. By then they were like a friends. So this is how we bridged the gap, and the same team had become the monitoring team. And then our takeoff was very easy. Of course the pressure was there because we are losing the humans, and 13 human kills is not so easy to tell. Even if it is in the 2 years 3 years of time, it's not so easy to tell. But somehow, because of our extension work, the communities were with us, and that was the greatest plus for me as an officer who can win the confidence of the local people, and because of which actually I strongly believe without community conservation is nothing, and we cannot conserve the species without community. This is what my biggest learning.
वेरी ट्रू. सो एज यू सेड कि आपने विमेन फॉरेस्ट गार्ड को वहाँ पे डिप्लॉय किया था. सो व्हाई दिस अप्रोच?
Okay. To start with, there was a human kill, and they manhandled one of my forest guard who was a man. So I strongly believed if the woman goes there, they will not be manhandled. First thing, and second thing, I actually wanted to know कि चल क्या रहा है गाँव में. I just wanted to break that ice कि I really need कि how this is happening. So only thing we could reach the woman, because the women are mostly going into the forest for fuel wood and tendupata and other things. So that's why I chose the woman team. Then actually it worked out, because we reached the women who were never reached out by any of the departments, and then we reached out the men, and it had become a community based drive kind of thing. That's why we chose the woman to be there.
So in Kaziranga, you initiated zero poaching drives. Yeah. So what strategies proved most effective in reducing rhino poaching?
Okay, so I was there as a range officer in Kora range, and then I was promoted as a ACF there. I was there for 11 months, 8 to 11 months, I'm not remembering the time. But one thing I analyzed, food patrolling. If you go inside, your staff will be with you, one thing. And second thing, we thought it was like a rhino poaching, but it started from the illegal fishing. No one addressed that illegal fishing. The moment we started breaking the illegal fishing lobby, automatically the poaching started reduced, because then only we realized it was not directly for the rhino poaching. It started all from the illegal fishing. So this is how, and there is no other substitute for the patrolling. If you are there, people will be happy and they will be with you, and obviously patrolling is happening. That's the thing.
Okay, so Vidya Balan portrayed a character inspired by you in Sherni. How did it feel to see your real life challenges depicted on the big screen?
I am happy, not because it was inspired by me. Without my team, I'm nothing. And I mean, the team did the work. That's why I'm here. Even today, that's why I'm here. So I am so proud, because always we are being given a galis by any of them. We are seeing कि फॉरेस्ट वाले ये नहीं कर रहे, वो नहीं कर रहे. बट टुडे देयर वाज अ वेरी बिग मूवी ऑन फॉरेस्ट कंजर्वेशन, बिकॉज इट टॉक्ड अबाउट मैनी कंजर्वेशन challenges, really what we are facing today. So that way I am happy, not just because it was inspired by me, but my teamwork and actual conservation challenges are being screened. That's the thing.
Okay, so do you think that a movie like this, Sherni, help people understand the realities of conservation officers better?
I guess so, because the first movie, I guess so, and after that even Poacher had come. I guess this has to be told, because we are not reaching out to the people what we are facing, what even the voiceless are facing. So becoming a voice for the voiceless is not so easy, and now if it is being depicted, at least people who are seeing can understand what pain that we are going. Yeah.
Okay, so in the face of climate change, poaching, and deforestation, what do you see as the top priorities for India's forest services in the next decade?
Uh, we have to balance the development and the forest conservation. So I really see that we are losing many of the species, and we are losing the forest. But I guess so we have to have the communities in our hand, so that the balanced and sustainable development would be very much possible. Yeah.
Right, okay, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving your time. This has been a great conversation.
Thank you so much. I'm really proud of to be here and part of this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.